Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an honest review, long-term review of these Newman Evolution SL30 rims and hubs. So these two wheels here I've been using for about a year and a half, and we've been doing a lot of jumps, downhill, enduro, everything you can imagine. And yeah, I'm going to be telling you what I've thought about these, and I'm going to compare them to other mountain bike wheels that I've ridden in the past and currently. So these are both in 29-inch boost hubs. So this one, obviously the rear one, I think is a 12mm, and the front one's a 15mm through axle. This one's obviously this is where your disc goes onto. So I was running 180mm disc on the rear and 203mm on the front. So yeah, and they're straight pull spokes as well. So yeah, this is the front hub, Newman. And then you've got the caps here. I'd say the aesthetics of these wheels are really nice. They're very light too. And this is the profile of the rim. And you can't really tell, but they're angled outwards like this slightly, so you don't get flats. And also when you bottom out the rim, it compresses in such a way where you don't get flat spots on your rim either, which is, I think this is only Newman have done this to their rims, and it's worked out well because I've hit these rims really hard on concrete and rocks, and they are fully like true still. Later on in this review, I'll tell you the only issue I've had with the front rim. So now we're going to the rear. The rear is kind of the same as this, straight pull spokes, same style. It's got chrome hubs. This one's a Newman fade hub. Says it somewhere, fade. There. Obviously, same pattern for the brakes. And then the hub is actually really quiet, if you can hear that. So, in my opinion, this hub has good engagement, except not as much as I prefer, and it's quite quiet too after a year and a half of riding. So if you want louder hubs, you might want to upgrade to Hope hubs or like just any hubs you like that are loud. You know that are loud, like DT Swiss hubs. You can change the hubs out. Straight pull spokes as well, so you don't need as much tension on them, and they're a lot more compliant. So yeah, this is the XD hub on it. Hubs are really strong. I've had no problems with the bearings or the hubs at all. And yeah, okay, so no complaints on the rims, no complaints on the hubs. Only complaint I have of these rims is the compliancy. So I know it's a straight pull spokes. In my opinion, these hubs, if you want to do enduro and downhill, if you're doing light enduro, you can buy these. But if you're doing full downhill, they're way too compliant. You can feel the wheels actually flexing when you're going around, like if you're bombing through rock gardens or going through berms quite fast, you can feel the rims actually flexing a lot, and it kind of puts you off track a bit. It does smoothen out the ride a lot, so if you're doing XC or normal enduro, it's fine, I guess. And the only issue I've had with this front rim is I was doing an endo 180 and then bunny hop on the back and then to the front and then spin around. When I did that, I landed it slightly wrong and I heard a massive bang, and I snapped one of the spoke nipples, not on the outside but on the inside. These nipples here have a washer on, and they're slightly extended on the inside, and I snapped that in half, so you couldn't actually tell externally that it was snapped. So spoke snapping, I've heard, is quite common on these rims here, so that is the only problem. But yeah, if you're looking for a wheel set that is reliable, strong, very smooth on the ride, but obviously I don't recommend for downhill riding. then I'll say the Newman Evolution rims. Highly recommend. These are Newman Evolution a30 SL, just for reference. Yes, so that's a long-term review. Nothing to complain about except from if you're doing things that aren't supposed to be done with these wheels, you will break spokes and spoke nipples. And yeah, the only other downside is that you're limited to 30 psi. So if you're doing dirt jumps and you want your tyres up high, you avoid the warranty if you go any higher than 30 psi. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you subscribe. If you've got any questions about these wheels or any other videos you want me to do regarding anything on this bike here or on any bikes, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.